Brilliance Audio presents The Royal Runaway by Lindsay Emory, performed by Amanda Ronconi. It wasn't a surprise that I'd been sent away. It was easier for people to manage the fallout if there wasn't a lightning rod continuing to draw the electric attention of the world. All of the Queen's advisors agreed that the best place for a jilted princess was a cold island in the middle of the North Sea, a Driedish territory called Perpetua. Why they couldn't have agreed that jilted princesses should spend 4 months in the Maldives, I would never understand. I'd returned to the palace 3 days ago, and since then my nights had rapidly deteriorated into an endless cycle of nightmares, herbal teas, and television reruns. It was really so boring. I was over Christian Fraser Campbell. Completely. The man had left me at the altar. Why I kept having the same dreams about him, I had no idea. He would be in a dark tunnel, running away from me. Then I would run after him, which would never happen in real life. I have my pride. I'd call his name, praying that he would stop running, that he would shout something back in his charming Scottish brogue. But he'd always stay silent. He'd always keep running, and I'd keep chasing, until the headlights of an oncoming train would overtake us both. It was cliched and predictable. I disliked being both. The palace doctor had left the sleeping pill prescription wordlessly on my desk the day of the wedding. After being among the group of 10, Big Gran had ushered into my suite to deliver the bad news. I hadn't taken a single pill yet, and now I was wondering if I should. I had an interview scheduled tomorrow. Princess Theodora's first post-jilt interview with Chantal Lewis of the Drieden. Another lost night of sleep would mean that the dark circles under my eyes could not be concealed by the usual layer of makeup. My makeup artist, Roberto, would have to bust out the hard stuff, which he would moan about, and then I'd apologize for it, and there would be a whole uncomfortable balance of power over heavy-duty concealer. Hashtag princess life. Hashtag the struggle is real. I was over my ex. Really, I was. Which is why I was heading toward my bathroom to fill a glass of water and take a pill. To forget about the bastard, and to prevent under-eye circles. But instead, something drew me back to the large window that overlooked the city below. The palace stood above the city on a bluff that probably had been quite daunting in the Middle Ages. In the 21st century, the city had climbed up to meet the palace, many of the buildings standing at or above the height of the tallest tower of the ancient home of the rulers of Drieden. I pulled the thick brocade curtains back and stared at the lights of the city, still beaming bright even after midnight. Sharing the name with the country, Drieden City was a beautiful mix of modern and historical, quaint and contemporary. It had started to crumble into redundancy in the early 20th century, with the decline of the traditional shipping industry that had sustained it for centuries. But then, oil was discovered. First, crude oil bubbled out of the marshlands. Then it oozed out into the triangle of the dark, cold North Sea that Drieden controlled, and a nation was given its second life.